I'm kind of nervous. Yo, listen, I'm not gonna lie. Hello everyone, welcome to another video. As you can probably tell by the title, today I am Oh, everyone's so excited, you see.
I'll tell you something, this man's got delusions of grandeur.
So, as you can probably tell by the title, today I am participating in my first ever 24-hour readathon. And now, apparently I don't do things by halves. So not only am I participating, I am running a 24-hour readathon. Having never done one before. So it is the PJdayAthon. I'm running it with Rachel Marie and I'm so excited. It just begun. It began at 8 and it's 8:15. I'll tell you a bit more about what we're doing in a bit, but first I'm gonna go on live for our first live reading and kind of start the readathon off, I guess. I'm kind of nervous. Yo, listen, I'm not gonna lie. I've never done one before, so I don't know how it works and I'm running one. I'm gonna go do the live now and then I'll check back in after and tell you what I'm planning on reading and then I'll take you through with all my opinions. We'll have a great time. This is part of me trying to read 100 books this year. I'm currently on 8. I've had a bit of a slowdown in terms of how much I've been reading, but hopefully today we can get it back up again. Anyway, I'm gonna go get on live. Bye. Okay, so hello. Now I feel like I can actually properly check in with you guys because it was a bit like crazy this morning when we were trying to get ready for the live and everything. The live went so well. Like, I really cannot believe how many of you were there joining in. We had like consistently about 30 people in the chat and it was just a great atmosphere. Like, everyone was joining in with the little games we were playing while we were reading and it was just great. It was just, I already feel so happy with how this is going. I can't believe there are so many of you joining in with this readathon. And whilst we were live, I asked everyone what I should start out of my TBR, and so I've already started Great Goddesses by Nikita Gill. This is a poetry collection based on kind of goddesses from different mythology. I think it's Greek mythology. Yeah, all the Greek goddesses. So I didn't get very far in the live. We were live for about an hour, but probably read for like 35 minutes. I'm about 33 pages in just because I felt like whilst we were live, it was just a bit difficult for me to get into it fully and to like become fully absorbed in the poems. Because I think they're a little bit more complex and a little bit more abstract than some of the other poetry I've read in the past. In terms of the rest of my TBR, I have about 2 hours left of the audiobook of Solitaire by Alice Oseman, and that will mean that I've read all of her novels at that point. So I'm hoping that like maybe whilst I cook or something a bit later, I can finish that. I don't know if I'm going to though, because I don't really know how much audiobooks I'm going to read, but it might be that I want to change it up a bit. Then I've also got 'Twas the Night Shift Before Christmas by Adam McKay. I read This Is Gonna Hurt by him and I think I named it as my best non-fiction of 2019. I'm pretty sure I did. It's essentially his diaries from when he worked in the NHS as a junior doctor here in England and of all kind of the horrible stuff he saw, but he's now a comedian, so it's also very, very funny. And this is essentially all his diaries from around Christmas time. So Rachel was saying that the audiobook for this is very good as well, so I might kind of flip between them. And then I've also got A Monster Calls by Patrick Ness. Now Rachel sent this to me and I think this is going to be one that I save more for this evening because as you can see it's very dark in terms of the illustrations. So yeah, I think I'm going to be going for this evening. I'm going to go read some more of Great Goddesses and then I'll pop back in and update you what I'm thinking because I'm a bit like, I don't know what I think yet, you know? So Rachel is just running the first Twitter sprint. It's so cool to see everyone joining in. I should have started reading 2 minutes ago. But yeah, so many people are really, really enjoying it, which is great. I know I keep saying that, but I'm going to carry on with this and hopefully get a good chunk of it read. So we just finished our first Twitter sprint and
Yes, it's a concern and a worry.
I'm now over halfway, Great Goddesses, and At the moment, it's sitting at probably like a 3.5 to me. I just read a poem that was my favourite so far. It was incredible. It was like a 5-star poem. But with poetry collections and with short story collections, it can be difficult because each poem, each short story is so different that they're going to hit you in different ways. And so I think that there are some in here which I'm really interested in. I go through passages because they're kind of grouped by gods. The god stories are kind of grouped together. I guess there's some gods and goddesses that I'm more interested in, and so in those poems I'm flying through it really fast. And then there's some that I'm not interested in, so I kind of go through that a bit more slowly. But yeah, on the whole, it's really not taking me long to read. I'm halfway through, and hopefully I'll finish it in the next couple hours, and we'll get on to the next one. And yeah, I'm enjoying it. The beginning was a bit slow, but now I'm definitely more into it, and I think the more you get into it, the more it helps because you understand more of the mythology, you understand who's related to who has relationships with who, and obviously that affects the whole story. So I feel like I'm getting more into it now. Hello. So it is now, it's 4:20. So we've been going on the readathon for 8 hours, which if you think about it, I should be kind of upset I've only finished one book. But at the same time, I've been doing lots of other stuff for the readathon, like getting stuff ready. And now everything's done. And so I feel like we're hitting prime reading hours now this evening. So I just finished Great Goddesses and I gave it 3.5 stars. There were some books in here that just, books?
I was meant to come here, I was meant to suffer, and hopefully I'll look back on this in a couple of weeks and laugh hysterically, but at the minute, it's all been too much.
There were some poems in here that just blew me away, were like incredible, gave me goosebumps, and then there were periods in the book where I was just really bored and none of the poems were really clicking with me. So yeah, I gave it 3.5 stars. It was good. I'd probably read more from this poet. I really enjoyed her writing style. I feel like you would enjoy it more if you have knowledge of Greek mythology and the Greek gods and goddesses, because I don't have great knowledge about it. And so there were some bits I was confused about. It was told in a way, it was kind of told in a story, as in you met a character or two characters and you kind of, there was maybe 5 poems that kind of told their story. And by the end of that section, I felt like I really knew, you know, what those gods and goddesses were like, and I enjoyed the story a lot more once I'd got to know them a bit. So I feel like if I was to read more poems based on Greek mythology or reread this again, I would enjoy it more because I would have that knowledge. But yeah, really enjoyed it. And then I'm gonna start now 'Twas the Night Shift Before Christmas by Adam Kay. As I said, I loved This Was Gonna Hurt, so I'm excited to read this, and it's tiny, like it's not big. So yeah, I'm super.
Let's just forget about that, shall we? Could you just cut that out?
So I'm excited to get to start this, and I'm running a Twitter sprint in like 35 minutes, so I need to get the initial tweet out with all the timings up for that, and then hopefully I can make really good progress on this during that reading sprint. And then we have our last live of today later, which I'm excited about. I've been loving the lives. They've been so much fun. Like, if you were there for any of them, they're so funny. Like, I'm just having such a good time doing it, and the response has just been out of this world. Like, I know I keep saying it, but I really didn't expect something like this. So, brief interlude in the rest of our stuff. I'm just about to start the Twitter sprint. But for those of you who don't know, my birthday was on the 28th of January. And so it will have passed, I think, by the time I get around to uploading this. But people have been sending me books, which is crazy. I mean, you all know how I feel about that to this day. I feel so incredibly thankful and just shocked that people want to send me stuff. So I just got 3 parcels delivered, and I knew that Rachel had bought me something, and she wants me to open it now. And so everything else I'm waiting till my birthday to upload, and I'm filming a video. Okay. Oh my god. Look at her! Oh my god. By the way, if you're wondering, we are in my hallway because my lighting in early evening before it gets fully dark, that kind of dusk, we don't know her. Oh my god, I love Rachel so much. Okay, let's open it. I have a feeling I know what it's going to be. I have a feeling. She got me Heartstopper Volume 2! I just realised it's so echoey my whole way. You're probably hating me for the audio, but I don't care! Mwah! Oh my god, so I read Heartstopper Volume 1 in my Reading My First Graphic Novels video, fell in love, and now we've got number 2! It feels much bigger. Oh, it is. It's much bigger than Volume 1. I just hit myself in the face and I don't even care. Oh my god, right? I'm so happy. I'm so happy. I'm so happy. Okay. Woo, I better go do my Twitter sprint, right? How long have I got? 2 minutes! Okay. Oh my god, I love Rachel so much. Question is, do I read this for this readathon? I don't know. See, part of me wants to save it for like February. I feel like I want to read Volume 2 in February and then Volume 3 in March, because Volume 3 comes out in February. I don't know, but then can I wait? Can I actually wait that long to read this? I don't know. Anyway, I'm gonna go do the reading sprint. This is just future Megan popping in because I realised I didn't explain in the video some of the other activities we had going on during the 24-hour readathon. So you saw the pictures of everyone in their pyjamas. That was to win a book that we had, and then we also had a self-care bingo board, which I'll put up on the screen. And the idea was that you filled out a row or column or filled out the whole thing. I think both me and Rachel tried to fill out the whole thing in order to take care of yourself and really to just make it a really relaxing readathon, because I sometimes think during 24-hour readathons we can forget to take care of ourselves sometimes, and I think it's important to take breaks and to do the things that would still help us out mentally. So we had the bingo board for that, and so for example on that we had do a face mask, we had do yoga or get active, we had light a candle, things like that. And then the prize for that was a candle from Becca and the Books' candle store. Then we also had a scavenger hunt where we gave prompts to some words like found family or cozy, stuff like that, and people had to come up with some books that made them think of those words, which was really interesting to see everyone's scavenger hunt boards. I'll put a few pictures of those up because yeah, everyone was just coming up with loads of different books. So, and that was to win like a book from Book Depository. So we had lots of other activities going on, which I forgot to mention because it was difficult doing the lives and then filming for this. I forgot what I had mentioned and what I hadn't mentioned. So yeah, I just wanted to kind of explain that a bit because otherwise I feel like it's a bit confusing. So I just came off the 3rd live stream and I'll put in some clips here if I can of us in our face masks and then Rachel ripping us off.
Whoop. Then I just completed 10,000 doors of January. That was okay. 3. Ooh.
Oh my god.
I'm glad I'm doing this on your channel and not mine. 1, 2, 3. Ooh. 2, 3. Ooh. Okay.
See, now we're on this side. This is the side your mic's on, so we can hear it even stronger going.
Ooh.
1, 2. Ooh. Ow.
Oh, oh my god.
We missed a big bit.
Oh my goodness.
Oh no.
I thought it was over, but it's not. The sequel. It was like the funniest thing I've ever seen. These live streams have been so much fun. I can't thank you enough again. To update you, I finished 'Twas the Night Shift Before Christmas. I think I'm going to give this 4 stars. I loved it. I think I'm going to love everything that Adam Kay writes. He's incredibly funny, and getting an insight into what hospitals are like over Christmas is so interesting. However, I just didn't feel like I connected to it as much as This Is Going to Hurt, probably because it's so short. Yeah, I just didn't feel like we really got going in the way that I wanted it to get going, but you still had a great variety of like heartbreaking stories and funny stories. Do you know what I mean? He does that kind of mix so well, so I definitely recommend picking this up, but I think pick up This Is Going to Hurt first. And now I'm going to start A Monster Calls by Patrick Ness, the illustrated edition. I'm so excited to get into this. I've already read like 15 pages and I'm hooked already. I mean, look at these. So I really can't wait to read this tonight. I think I'm going to try and read like the whole thing tonight. And I think it's doable. Like, I think I should be able to do it. I read what I read on the live stream really fast. So yeah, but I just can't wait to do this again. Like, already, I mean, this hasn't finished yet and I already can't wait to do this again. It's just been like the most fun thing I've done on BookTube. It's been so great connecting with everyone, doing the bingo boards we've done and the scavenger hunts and stuff. So it's just been brilliant. Like, it's just been so much fun. So yeah, I'm excited. It hasn't finished yet. The night is still young. I'm gonna have a fish finger sandwich for dinner, and yeah, get to reading more of this. So I'll check back in with you. Oh, that's the timer for my fish fingers. I have a date awaiting me. Okay, yeah, I'll check back in with you when I have some more thoughts on A Monster Calls. So, I let you down, and I didn't film again last night. I was just so tired. Like, I crashed, I think, at about midnight. I was planning on checking in one more time, but it didn't happen. And I had to get up at 6:30 this morning for the first live show? Last live show. And yo, it was a struggle. I really cannot remember the last time I voluntarily woke up at 6:30. Not for me. The last live show went great, and I'm really sad that it's over. I'm really sad that the read-along is over. I just felt like I really didn't expect, I don't think me or Rachel expected such a great response, and for so many people to join in, and just for people to become so involved in all the things that we were running. It has really just been crazy, and I'm pretty happy with the reading I got done, which I'll recap quickly now. So I don't think I spoke about this that much, but I listened to a bit of Solitaire by Alice Oseman. I'm reading now an audiobook right now, but I didn't read that much of it, but I had been enjoying it quite a bit. I'd been enjoying the beginning of it, and then I'm about 75% in, and something just so whack just happened, like crazy. And I still don't really understand what happened, so I don't know how I feel about that. I still need to finish that. But in terms of the physical books I read Great Goddesses by Nikita Gill. Like I said, this is a poetry collection about Greek gods and goddesses, and I gave this 3.5 stars. I enjoyed it, but I felt some parts of it were confusing, and some parts of it were just a bit dull. There would be like 6 poems that just blew me away, and then there'd be another 6 poems I was bored for. It kind of went through, it was really up and down for the whole time of me reading it. But I would definitely be interested in reading more stuff by Nikita Gill, especially as I feel like the more knowledgeable I get about Greek mythology, the more I can understand her poems, right? Because I feel like some of it was lost on me. But it also made me super excited to read Circe by Madeline Miller, which has been on my physical TBR for like forever. So it made me very excited to get to that as well. I then picked up 'Twas the Night Shift Before Christmas by Adam Kay, and this is by the author of This Is Going to Hurt. It's his diaries when he was a junior doctor in the NHS in England, and it's basically all the horrible stuff that he had to go through, how difficult it was working in the NHS, but also how rewarding it was, and it has a lot of funny stories as well. He's now a comedian. I think I'll just love anything he writes, and I just wanted more. Do you know what I mean? It's so tiny that I ended up giving it 4 stars. I don't feel like I was able to connect to it as much as I was for the first one. So that's that. And then I wanted to finish A Monster Calls in this readathon, but I got to page 126. So I've read that much. I've got that much to go. So I've got like 80 pages left, and I'm so sad I didn't finish it, but I'm enjoying this so much. I get the sense that the ending is going to be very heartbreaking, and maybe if I'm able to, I'll put in a clip if I film one, if I have any kind of reaction to the ending. I don't know if I will. Ugh. Okay. So I finished A Monster Calls. I don't want to say much because we're at the end of the video, but I think this is guaranteed to make you cry. I don't even know what to say to you. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed the ending a lot more than the beginning. I'm gonna give it like 4.5 stars. It's not quite a 5, but it's so close. I'm having quite a lot of those reads at the moment, like Daisy Jones and the Six was one as well, that are like so close to that 5, but like just miss it, you know? But I've been crying a lot. Okay, bye. Because I don't feel completely drawn in, I don't feel completely connected. This is also a very short story, and I don't know if it's going to get me there in 80 pages. It might. I enjoy it when the stories explore grief and loss for children, because I think that's something that's like super important for kids to kind of like learn about and to see mirrored in fiction, and I think it's dealing with that in a really healthy way for kids. But then also as an adult reading it, you see other sides to what some characters are saying that I don't think I would have picked up on as a child. So it has that kind of double layeredness. I feel like my first 24-hour readathon was a success. I feel like I made it more stressful for myself by actually running one rather than just doing it on my own, but I think it also made it 10 times more fun and rewarding, and like I said, it was just, the response was crazy. I thought like 4 people would join us, and there were loads of you, so yeah, thank you for joining in if you did join in. Watch this space, because I mean, we were never planning to do a second one. We didn't think anyone would care, but a lot of people have been asking us to do another one, so we shall see. Watch this space, and yeah, thank you for watching this video. As always, I hope you're well, and I will see you soon with another video. Bye.